this is a recording of a Kendrick Lamar versus Drake like fan fiction I wrote, like a shonen, like a Western inspired shonen thing or whatever. Um, that I kind of wrote, and basically it was where the beef was happening, right? When the beef was happening, it was in between, specifically in between in between when Drake released Push Ups, but before Kendrick released Meet the Grams. Because I remember the moment Kendrick released Meet the Grams, I was like, no, this is not gonna happen anymore. Because it got way too serious, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is not. I'm not having fun anymore. I got like, like if you listen to Meet the Gram, you just start like, god damn, it's like, god damn, you know what I mean? So, I wrote this in like those couple intervening weeks between that because I had a lot of energy. Because it was a very exciting time for rap. You know, we're waiting for the two titans to fight, and it really, in retrospect, it wasn't really that. But my imagination went a little wild. So I have the kind of plot, kind of what I remembered. But I have about 5 pages written down, more or less, which is interesting because, yeah, I read this stuff for fun. I wasn't supposed to reveal this to anybody. So, yeah. But more people should write fan fictions about whatever the fuck they want. Every fan fiction has to be about fucking Sonic or Amazing Digital Circus or something. This counts as a Kendrick Lamar AU. Which, okay, well, I think writing fanfics about real people is kind of weird, but also I did it because I thought it'd be interesting. Okay, here it is. So the plot is well, let me explain what it is. Um, okay, so you zoom into the desert. You hear the whistle of the wind. I'm reading off by now, by the way. You hear the whistle of the winds blowing through the uninhabited Colorado desert of California. It's a shot of someone chopping a giant cactus down to use the water inside. The camera pans up to the face of Kendrick Lamar, standing 5 feet 5 tall, or 5.5 feet tall, wearing a getup that can only be described as Clint Eastwood cosplay. I wrote this way because he's from the West Coast. He hears a rustling in the bushes behind him. Kendrick takes out his pocket knife or whatever and prepares to slay an attacking mountain lion or something. And he hears the voice of JCole. Hey, Dot, it's me, Cole. And JCole stumbles out of the bush with his hands up, clearly worried about getting stabbed. Kendrick starts to interrogate him with his usually husky voice. Cole, what are you doing? What are you doing here? How did you find me? I had the I had the fucking I had to walk from fucking hell and back. That's how. Why did you choose to live in the middle of the Colorado desert of all places? And Kendrick stares at him. Yeah, I'm intruding on your piece, I know. But we need you, Kendrick. Drake has taken over America. Come on, Cole, you're fucking with me now. Drake, Drizzy, he couldn't take over a playground. That's the line that did not age well. Nah, I'm serious. Since you left, Drake has started to use the rap game to conquer America state by state. He's already has half the country. He's just getting to Texas. Another line that somehow aged strangely, weirdly. At this rate, he'll reach California by the end of the month, Kendrick. He'll take over Compton. Kendrick's calm annoyance with J. Cole's uninvited presence slowly turns to a serious frown. So will you come with me to save America, Kendrick? To save your city? God, this is so fun. Will you come with me to save America, Kendrick? Will you come with me to save your city? And here's the intro. And the intro is Mama playing in the background as J. Cole speeds Kendrick down to Drake's evil lair. And it goes, we've been waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you. See, makes sense. I listen. I thought deep in this shit. Night falls upon the vast desert of the American Southwest twice before the two men reach the current limit of Drake's reach, Houston, Texas. J. Cole's humble Jaguar F-Type pulls into the side of an Exxon Mobil, dimly lit by the flickering streetlights. Okay, Kenny, we gotta stop for it. Let's get gas. Get some gas. I'm gonna be real. I gotta piss bad. J. Cole walks to the gas station. 5 minutes pass. Kendrick looks into the darkness, presumably in the direction of 1,000 suburban houses waiting to be taken over by the vicious fist of Drake's rule. What could Drake's sensitive ass do anyway? Kendrick thought to himself. He couldn't he couldn't take it. He called him out back in 2013. Kendrick was lost in his thoughts about what happened during his isolation from the world. What could his family be doing? What came of his friends and associates? These questions didn't come across his mind once he lived peacefully in the Colorado desert. Knock, knock. A knock on the door startles Kendrick out of his dizzying questions. Hey, hey, are you Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick points at himself in the way that's asking me. Yes, of course you. You're Kendrick Lamar, aren't you? Kendrick rolls down the window to find a scrawny 20-or-something-year-old black man asking him questions. Um, Yo, I can't believe it's you. I'm such a big fan. My name's Earl, by the way. I listened to Good Kid, Mad City 100 times. I can't believe I get to meet you. Kendrick heard the screams of fans many times, but for the last 5 years living in isolation, he's not adjusted to human interaction as the old days of his constant touring. Thanks, I appreciate it. Kendrick managed to mutter out. Hey, do you mind taking my mixtape? I know you haven't made an album in a while, but I'd really appreciate it if you did it. Kendrick was overwhelmed with his first conversation with a fan with ears, so he responded in the way unusual for him. I'll try. He said, thank you, man. I knew you were as humble as in your songs. Earl takes out a bright blue CD from his hoodie pocket. He reaches to give the CD to Kendrick and stops. Listen, remember to say, I want an order of rap snitches whenever you get to the destination, Earl whispers. Kendrick looks at him confused. But yeah, make sure to give my tape a good listen or whatever when you get the chance. Thanks, man. Earl slowly walks into the gas station store. Kendrick looks at the CD he's been given after 3 more uneventful minutes of waiting for JCole. All Screwed Up Volume 2 by DJ Screw is what's on the cover. Yo, JCole yells into the car. You ready, Dots? JCole gets to the driver's seat and starts up the Jaguar. Sorry it took so long. I had to take a call and make sure everything was okay at home. Nah, that's cool. Kendrick says in his usual tone. The engine starts to howl as they drive away from the Exxon gas station. Kendrick looks back and is what is most likely the last place they'll stop for at least a full 8 hours. His eyes widen. Kendrick sees a man who gave him the CD slowly get grabbed by a shadowy figure and get dragged away by a split second. Cole. Kendrick looks at J. Cole. Cole, I just saw something. Somebody got at the gas station. J. Cole doesn't take his eyes off the road. That's just your brain acting up again. Even if he's not good, we gotta go and save the rest of the country. Don't worry about it. Kendrick looks at the gas station, slowly disappearing into the grip of the dark, racked with guilt. And that's the end of what I had written down. And basically, I don't think I wrote it down, but essentially the rest of the story would be like this. J. Cole and Kendrick would go. The next stop would just be at New York City, where Drake currently was, because obviously New York City, big rapper would be at New York City. They progressively go more and more into like Drake's territory, right? They'd meet other rappers along the way. Like that one was like Earl Sweatshirt, and then it's not actually Earl Sweatshirt though. And then they meet a couple. Depending on how long it could go, they could meet a couple more people, and then they reach New York City, right? And then once they reach New York, that's like the center of the eye of the storm. And then they get into it rather easily. J. Cole is driving, so he just like goes into like the center of the like city just through the gates, right? And Kendrick suspects something up. He's like something's wrong. He's getting like a sixth sense. And then he realizes that J. Cole set him up, and Drake was expecting him, but Drake is he captures Kendrick and has like this climactic fight with him, and he gives him the second act beat down, and he throws him out of the thing. He's like, yes, I'll now take over the rap game, I'll take over the world. And then Kendrick is like, has his tail between his legs or whatever, and then he gets the rap snitch Knishes set up or whatever is the secret rebel group that's against Drake, comprised of ASAP Rocky, Future, The Weeknd, Metro Boomin, and whoever else that Drake fucked over in these times. And whoever's on Drake's side would be whoever he still either is neutral towards or collaborated with or whatever at that time, which at this point I guess would only be basically 21 Savage. But the whole thing about Drake is that he has like this like the power of literally everyone. He has the resources of everyone in America. Like he's he's like brute forced all the resources from every other rapper. So he has like literally a monopoly on the music game. So, and music in this case would be how people get their power from thing, right? So be like that. And so JCole, the call he took in the thing was setting up that JCole was going to betray Kendrick because, but he was gonna try and tell him, but it wasn't right. He was trying to tell him because it wasn't right on his soul, but he didn't have the chance to. So you know, they have to have this. So the rebel group goes and like hijacks or whatever, breaks into the thing, takes Drake by surprise, and then Kendrick and J. Cole have to have this like climactic like betrayal fight or whatever. Like, they're supposed to have a collab album, but you betrayed me instead. What happened? What'd they pay you? And he's like, and then Drake stabs him in the back last minute, and then have the final climactic fight, and then after that fight, Drake reveals that he's always been jealous of Kendrick, the acclaim, the love from the fans, the love from the press, the love from the family has been, Drake's been living a life of shallowness, while Kendrick has been trying to improve himself and live a life that is full of substance and joy, and really trying to thing it. So he's basically jealous of that the entire time, and then after that, it's like Kendrick is crowned the new king of rap or something. I don't remember how it would end. I think it would just end at like Drake slowly dying or whatever in the thing, and then whatever. But yeah, it was very vivid in my head. But that's what I had written down. So I wanted to say that because it was on my Patreon, which I don't have. Who cares at this point? But I wanted to make sure I said it because I thought it was a very interesting thing I did, but I couldn't finish it specifically because specifically because of the time it was made, literally in between push-ups, or in between like that and push-ups, and Meet the Grams. Because again, the moment Meet the Grams came out, like, this became too serious to like release now, to actually put thing into, because it's like, it was just too much. It was just like the emotions there were just running too high. I think I was traumatized. So now looking back at it, I'm like, okay, I can kind of this is, but it was a funny idea. Drake, we gotta save America. Kendrick, we gotta save America. Anyway, thank you for listening. Bye. Also, the fan art. I'm probably gonna use that as a thumbnail. The Drake fan. I thought Drake fan art. Okay, it's Drake. It's narrative. It's narratively important Drake art. Okay, it's narratively important. You don't understand. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get something so complex. Plebeians. Anyway, while you try to analyze my Petrarchian fucking taste. Yeah. Bye.